Are we on? Hi. Welcome. Family Showdown evening live. Crazy shenanigans. Or something. What just happened? What was all that nonsense?
It was an ad. That's what they see.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't do this stuff. How's it going, people? So good to see you all this evening. We are doing all sorts of stuff. You have an agenda, I presume. Sweet. It is going to be completely random. Are you ready for this? Random.
So, a couple of things. There's nobody on. This is weird.
What? It's Thanksgiving week, dude.
It's true. It is the holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving, peeps. Hopefully you're eating lots of food or preparing to do so.
So, a couple things. One, hopefully the intro music worked. We're having all kinds of weirdness with our intro music. I don't know why it's not working. And two, we have new microphone things that we're testing out. So hopefully you guys can hear us. Let us know if it sounds better compared to our older videos or not. And we'll keep tweaking it and we'll get there.
Woohoo!
All right. So, completely forgot that it's...
Thanksgiving week?
Yeah,
yeah. Man, everybody's traveling and stuff. Yay! Thank you, Neutral. So apparently things are working.
That's good. So we're going to start off with, we purchased...
4
new games.
Oh, the sound is odd? It's odd.
It's odd. What does that mean, it's odd?
Is it hard to hear? Boxed?
The sound is odd?
Ooh.
How is it odd? We wait.
And we wait
as we wait.
Delay. Down a well. Ooh.
Down in a well. That's not good.
Hold on, I'm trying something.
It's like old Dallas Tower top 10s where Tom was down in a well.
Well, we don't have Lassie here, so we're in trouble.
How
about now? Can you hear it now? If I hold it up like this, can you hear me?
Sound is muddy.
It's not raining. Uh-oh.
All right.
Talking in a tunnel.
Boo!
All
right, we're gonna go silent for a second. We're gonna switch out. Hold on.
I was gonna say lots of things.
Move that. Quickly, please.
Okay, they said it sounds fine when I was talking like really close up.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
How about now?
All right.
Hey.
Hopefully we're back with sound.
They said when I held it up really close, it worked.
All right, we're back
sort
with the old microphone. Hopefully we sound good now. So.
Hey, Book.
So hopefully we're good now. With the new sound.
Stupid sound.
Anyway,
Stupid sound.
So that was a test, and apparently it didn't work.
D+.
All right, we'll work on it. We'll work on this another day. We may
it sounds good now.
we may do a sound check or a sound thing to figure out our sound. Anyway, so
thanks for being guinea pigs.
All right, so we bought 4 new games. Well, I don't know if we bought. Does Kickstarter's coming in count as bought?
Well, at some point you purchased.
I guess it is bought. So we got 4 new games. One of them was played, so that'll be in our resolution update. If you don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah, well, did you put the number on the thingy movie?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I missed it.
So, if you know what the resolution thing is, we made a resolution to play all our games with 1 year, and we're giving updates every time we do this chat to, that's nothing.
Oh. Tried.
Sound off? What does that mean?
Sound off. 1, 2. Oh, they're talking about the sound check. That's funny.
The sound is a little low. Hold on.
That we can fix.
Give me 1 second. So talk about our new games that we bought. Not the one that we played. We played one. I was going to say we played one of the 4, and we'll talk about that during the update.
I can start.
But you can talk about the ones we have not played.
All right. So this really isn't a game as an expansion. Dun dun dun. Altiplano. I didn't even know this thing had an expansion already, but it does. It's called the Traveler. And what looks intriguing to me is you've got a wheel. And every game so far that we have had some kind of wheel mechanism, I don't even know what this does here. Traveler moves across Altiplano, setting up a trade point where those who meet him can acquire one of his numerous assets or exchange for urgently needed goods. So I'm already a fan. This looks cool. Every one of our games that we have this sort of anything always turns out cool, and I love it. So I am intrigued. Color me intrigued. It looks like fun.
So yeah, I know absolutely nothing about this. But Altiplano is one of our favorite games, so there you go. I've heard good things about it from the few reviews I've seen.
It looks cool.
Anyway.
Yes. All right.
So next time we play Altiplano, which we haven't played yet on our resolution thing, then we'll play with the expansion.
Yep, so it's very exciting.
All right.
This is happening. This game is happening within
probably
during
the Thanksgiving break. We'll probably play this game.
Oh, but yeah, it's going to happen within the next couple days. Because Ice Cool 2, people. Back to Ice Cool. Get it? High school. But yeah, this is going to be fun, and you can combine it with Ice Cool, the original game, and make a mega Ice Cool game. I can't wait to try it that way. I think it's going to be awesome. I think the girls are going to be flicking penguins for hours. That's my prediction.
Yeah, we're going to play the basic
so
Ice Cool. You can play
looks
it.
So cute.
You can play it separately, or you can combine it for a mega Ice Cool game. Apparently, they have scenarios that you can do.
What?
One of them is like
Oh
a
my
race. It's not. You're not trying to get collect fish. You're just racing around the board.
That sounds amazing.
But anyway.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna love this.
And we got all these games. I got all these games last Friday afternoon. So that's why they haven't been played.
That's right.
So I don't own a heavy train game. So I finally gave in and bought one.
Oh, this. I keep forgetting this is a train game. Sorry, I forgot this is a train game. All I know is it's brass. And I keep thinking
it's not really a train game-ish. It's kind of train game-ish.
It looks like you're choking the world out with pollution. That's all I see. I just thought it was pollution the game.
It is pollution the game. But anyway.
I don't know anything about this except that people are raving about it. So.
I was waffling on getting brass, the original version, but I heard that the 2-player was kind of wonky.
Ooh, wonky.
But apparently in the reprint, they fixed the wonkiness of the 2-player version. So there you go. So I finally gave in and bought it. So there you go. So that's the new games. There's a fourth one, which Tommy spoiled just now.
Way to go, Tommy.
That we'll talk about when we go through the resolution list. So,
ooh, make us wait.
As always, as of the second time we did this, someone requested that I rate all the games and I rank them from worst to best. So I will continue with that tradition. Now, some of these games I didn't play, but I rated them anyway and I ranked them anyway. So there you go. So here we go. We'll start with my number 10. We played 10 games. 10 games since the last time we played. If you saw the resolution update, we've played 39 games so far since we started October 1st. 39 different games.
Thanks, Dan.
Out of 348. And it went up 4. So it was 344. Now it's 348. We should be at 49 games to be on pace to finish all of them by the end of the year.
Okay, but where we're at, though? We're only 10 games off?
But we have holidays coming up, and we have the summer coming up as well. So we'll do.
Truth.
That's when we'll do some catch up.
Oh, whatever. In the next 30 days ish, between now we got Thanksgiving break, the rest of it, and then the Christmas break, and a retreat in between. And
well, the thing about retreats and conventions, we're probably going to be playing.
Oh, games.
Newer games, right?
Maybe.
Although I am going to be playing War of the Ring at the retreat, supposedly.
What? Ooh,
all right, so number 10,
okay.
my least favorite of the 10 games that were played, 2 of which I did not play, but I ranked them anyway, is Fox in the Forest. So it's trick-taking games, and me and trick-taking games we just don't get along. So I think I was talking with Tommy this weekend. I think I discovered, I think I discovered why I hate trick-taking games so much.
Why?
Well, I don't hate them, but I'm meh on them.
Why?
Because in high school I played spades, and I'm not exaggerating. Between 9th grade and 12th grade, I probably played spades 1,000 times.
Okay, that I understand.
So I'm just done, I guess. I had my lifetime supply. I guess there was like a tank. Yeah, like a reserve tank.
Your tank is empty?
And the tank is empty of trick-taking games.
Good thing it wasn't a jetpack. You're like, that's what would happen.
Careful.
I know, they heard that. It was sound
effects. I know,
effects.
because we don't...
Sound effects.
Sound effects.
Anyway.
As we blew their ears out
Sorry.
when you thumped the table. Anyway, what do you think of it, though? Since you're the one that actually played it.
I like it. I mean, yeah, my family played trick-taking games and stuff growing up, so to me, I like variations on a theme, and I liked playing Speed and Spoons and all those other crazy card games and variants thereof, and Rummy, and oh my gosh, I can't even think of all the names and stuff, but I like this. To me, this feels like they balanced it in such a way that even though you're playing 2-player, you feel like you're playing with a table full of people. I don't know. I like the balance in this game. I think it's really cool. It's very casual. It's very fun. So, meh. That's what I say to you. Meh. Meh.
Meh.
Not to this. To you. Meh.
All right. And I rated that a 6. It's okay, but it's trick taking, so meh.
Oh my god.
It's actually meh.
Yeah, it's not trick taking Kabuki. I know Rummy isn't, but all those I always lumped all the card games together. They're card games, and Speed's not really a trick taking game either. It's just smacking people and going as fast as you can. So
all right, next up, number 9, going from worst to best.
Yeah,
number 9
yeah.
is Gold Fever.
Yeah.
It's a fun little game, but it's just...
It's not a game you're going to go, I'm going to play this 10,000 times, right?
This is just a wonky little filler game. Wonky's the word of the night, I guess.
It is.
It's a wonky little filler game. So
wonky.
So Gold Fever, it's just it's a pressure luck game. So you have a bag, an old burlap sack, looks like an old gold miner's bag. And you're reaching in, you're pulling out gems. You're trying to get. You have 5 pieces of gold that's in your bag, and you're trying to be the first to get all 5 of your gold out. It's a standard pressure luck. You can draw out as many as you can, but eventually you're going to bust. And when you bust, bad things happen. You can stop at any point, bank your gold, and give it to other people the bad stones that you pulled out.
It's great for talking smack.
It's got a speed element. There's one stone. It's a ruby you pull out, and then everyone goes crazy and starts pulling things out of their bag.
It's fantastic. I love that.
Just a straightforward pressure luck game. It's a good casual filler game. I think it plays 5 players. It takes probably less than 10 minutes to play.
It says 15, but you got to be really not paying attention.
Well, we haven't played with the full 5 players.
That's true. With 5 players, it might take up to 15 minutes. But again, it's a nice, sweet, quick little game. Perfect for fillers. Silly. Awesome family game, honestly, because you can teach the game really easily. And
it's actually, I actually enjoy this game. This one, for a filler game, this is one I would grab and play because it's really casual. It's got that speed element, so you got to kind of pay attention to what other people are doing.
Yeah, it's not a rocket science kind of game. This is not a.
This game is like a 3-minute teach.
Yeah,
if that.
It's almost as long to teach as to play kind of game. But yeah, and I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, if you don't take it seriously at all, and you just play it for what it is, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
All right,
so
there you go. I gave that one a 7. It's probably more.
You liked that more than Fox in the Forest, though.
Man, Fox in the Forest. I don't know. All right. Next up, I also rated this a 7. My least favorite Stefan Feld game that I've played is La Isla.
La Isla.
So, this game's okay, but we have 11 other Feld games I would pick before this one, so that's why it gets a 7. But it's still a pretty. I enjoy aspects of this game, but it's just kind of there.
I like it. It's a lighter Feld. It's probably like the lightest Feld, really. And it's cute. The art's cute. The only thing that would be my gripe about this is the colors. They have a gray and a white. And on the board... no, that doesn't really show it.
You have to get the board. You got a piece of the board.
Yeah, get the pieces of the board themselves. I was going to say, show you... Yeah, here. See the brown? Here's brown. Here's white, and then you've got, do you have a gray? Yeah, look at the gray. Can you guys see this? Look at the difference. The camera's making it pick up a little better than it seems in real life.
In real life?
Yeah, here, like honestly.
Well, I think a better way to show it would be see if it does the same thing with the cubes.
The cubes are the worst. That's true. The cubes. Arg! Cubes are.
I bet they show it well on the camera too. That's funny. Here, hold out your hand.
Yeah. You can kind of tell. They look okay. Well, under certain lights, especially if you have them down.
Those work okay.
Oh, this is La Isla. Hi, Dean. But yeah, they look okay in the light here. But it's so funny when we're actually down and playing the game. Oh my gosh!
Well, they're sitting on the table,
and they're sitting on this board too, and the cards also. But the combination, the cards don't match. The cube, well, the cube kind of matches the board. Where's the other gray? They're not too bad if you have the actual cube sitting on it, which you don't do in this game. You have the people sitting on it, so that doesn't help. But yeah, this...
and the components,
the colors are not a fan.
The components are garbage, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's got some, like, really flimsy, like, old, like, 80s game components.
Yeah. So it's kind of meh in the quality and everything else, but I like it. I mean, for a light filled, something different, it's not too bad. I think it's fun.
All right, moving on up to number 6. What are we at? No,
I don't know.
7.
You tell me. I'm curious.
Number 7.
Math.
Number 7 is the...
Actually, have we done 8?
Yeah, 8 was La Isla.
Oh, okay, okay.
Fox in the Forest, Gold Fever, La Isla,
okay.
and then Fireball Island.
This low? Yeah, the card holder is ridiculous. You are correct, Tommy. Look at this greatness! Okay, we have only played the base game because we just wanted to try it out with the girls, and they're already playing with it on their own time, goofing around with it, and cannot wait for the expansion and put all the stuff together. We've got all the goodies and everything, and holy good goodness, this game is hilarious. This game is so much fun.
It's fun. You have to kind of go into it that it's like a board game meets a toy, right? So it's got some rules and things around it, but it's really just rolling marbles and trying to knock people over.
And what is wrong with that? This is right up there with me with like Rampage / Terror Meeple City and all that stuff. It's just silly, crazy, chaotic fun. Love it. Love it, love it. It's
fun.
It's already a hit.
The girls love it. So for kids, this is probably a 9 or a 10. Yeah. The kids love it.
This is an awesome family game too, guys.
Look at the back.
Sweet.
Yeah, look at the back of the box. There's what the game looks like itself.
And Volcar rotates. Oh my gosh, it's greatness. And you throw the marbles down through the top of his head and they roll down all over the place and knock people over and burn things up. And I didn't realize, I guess I hadn't looked at any of the previews and stuff like that, but the little palm trees have a little, like,
blocker.
Yeah, it's like a little blocker, so you can spin the palm tree so that it might guide the lava balls into different directions. Oh my goodness, it's greatness. So you can turn those too and run around and collect treasure and take pictures, and 'tis glorious. Oh, and he left. He's so random. So random.
Oh, this is set up to play.
Yeah, it is set up to play.
Well, I mean, it has tokens and stuff on it. I'm not gonna move it. I was gonna bring the game over so you could look at it, but it's got crap all over it.
Yeah, they've been playing with it today.
All right, there it is. My number 7. I gave that one I actually gave it an 8 just because
it's awesome.
It's a 7 for me, a 9 for kids. Made it an 8.
Meet in the middle.
Meet in the middle somewhere. All right.
Yeah, Tommy, teach you to leave.
Moving on up to the 2-player version of Caverna. Cave versus Cave.
Hiya, hiya. Cave versus Cave. Yeah, this is fun.
I enjoy this one. This one's a good, but the problem with this game, and the only reason I rate it lower, if I never knew about Caverna and played this game, it would probably be rated higher.
Okay.
But this game makes me desperately want to play Caverna because you don't do the animals. The fun. Some of the funnest parts about Caverna for me is building up the masses of animals and organizing your little fields and stuff.
Yeah.
And this just takes the cave part of the game, cave versus cave, and leaves off all the growing the vegetables and the animals and all that part of it's gone. So it's like it leaves me wanting to play the bigger game.
And we haven't yet. Dun dun dun.
Whereas the Agricola All Creatures Big and Small does not make me want to play Agricola.
Yeah, but you have kind of a thing against Agricola anyway.
Well,
so.
yeah, there's that. That's what I mean. That's why I like the Agricola one better, because I don't have that feeling that I like the animals. Animeeples.
Animeeples?
So that's a fun one. I gave that one an 8 as well. Let's move on to the next one. Another 2-player only game. I did not play this one. Rebecca played this one. But I do love me some Targi. Targi? Targi?
Targi.
Targi?
I call it Targi.
Targi?
Targi. Smack! Yes. Targi. Sorry, I have like some kind of sheen on these tonight. That's weird. But yeah, Targi.
I think the lights.
Oh, the
position's funny.
No, the lights are position funny.
So we got some questions. The expansion for Caverna, yeah, I really want to try that out. Hopefully, well, Tom doesn't have it, so it won't be at the retreat.
Oh man.
Maybe I'll pick it up at PAX. Maybe they'll have it at PAX.
Ooh, do. How necessary is cave versus cave?
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it depends.
There's much better small 2-player games out there.
True.
I would play, like I said, this one I like better, and there's one right there.
Yeah.
I like All Creatures, and that just got
amazing.
a nice reprint with all the expansions, and I prefer that one over it. So,
Yeah, it's rough. But
it does have a nice little engine building of the different resources and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a quicker play than Caverna, and if you don't have an insert for Caverna, setup and everything is a beast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that kind of stuff kind of holds you back from playing Caverna, you might want it. I don't know. It's kind of a thing.
All right, anyway, this one's an awesome one. This one, you have a kind of a grid thing. You're putting 2 workers or 3 workers, and you're getting the cards where the workers meet in the grid, which is cool, and you can block the other player. There's a lot of blocking and trying to strategically...
Yep, and you have a player area where you're going to be setting up the rows of the cards that you've collected, and you're trying to do special set collection based off of like different types or the same types or certain benefits they give you, all sorts of things, and victory points, of course. And
this has got a heavy resource management aspect to it.
So much fun. Love it. I love resource management.
It's a good one. If you're looking for a solid 2-player game that has some meat to it, this is a good one.
And you said this is actually in print again.
Yes.
Which is glorious.
And the expansion, I think Kabuki had mentioned, the expansion is supposedly supposed
expansion?
Yeah, but they never printed it in English. But it's supposed to come out in English.
Is it in French?
Next year or something. I don't know what language it's in.
Darn, because I'm going to say, if it's one we can... It's probably in German, though, probably. And
what is it? That's German, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Darn it. I was like, if it's French, get it anyway! Okay, so much for that.
All right. So let's move on. Now we're having... I rated that one 8. Now there's a big jump. This next group of 4, the last 4, I all rated 9s, but the distance between those and the one we just did is massive. To me, there is a big jump between that game and the next game on the list. The next 4 games I love. They are borderline 9.5-ish range, maybe go higher potentially. So we'll start off with one of my favorite Steffenfeld games. Castles of Burgundy.
'Tis a pretty game. Yes.
Yeah, we just played this again, and I remembered how much I love this game. This game is so good. This is a game. This is our first Feld game, and we fell in love with Feld immediately, and we just started buying anything that had Feld on it after we played this game.
It's true.
I forgot how much I like this game.
I forgot how much the dice hate me in this game, though.
Yeah, but you always get something.
I do get
rolling higher
something.
does not mean anything.
No, I don't want to roll higher. I just want to roll a variety. I'm like, hey, 1, 2. Hey, look again. I rolled a 1 and a 2. I might roll a 2 and a 3. Or maybe I'll stay at 4s and 5s and I roll those 3 rounds in a row. I mean, it's insane. I do not vary. It's ridiculous. But the nice thing is there's always at least something you can do. So...
Yep, I love Castles of Burgundy. This is the one I always suggest. They say, whenever anyone asks, hey, what Feld game should I get? This is the one I always suggest. It is so good.
And he has sassy pants.
Love it.
This guy has sassy pants.
Love it.
Yeah, this is really fun. I like the fact that the dice rolling gives you different areas that you can get different things off of, and you can still, if you save up your money, you can buy things out of the middle, and... You got the goods that you can sell to get money and different things, and I like the balance. It's just a good balance.
Dean must be late to the show. We're going over our resolution games. These are all the games we played since the last time we chatted.
Oh, you spoiled it! I was gonna make him guess what our top 10 was. That would have been awesome. What top 10 list
that's
are
cool.
we doing?
All right, let's keep the love going. Number 3. Okay, so before we go, so we had a game day scheduled last weekend, and like nobody could show up because BGG Con was going on, family stuff was going on, all sorts of stuff. A lot of people start their Thanksgiving vacations.
Yes.
And so the only poor soul that showed up was the mysterious Tommy.
Yes.
And so we decided to play heavy games. So
it was glorious.
So we got 3 big heavy games done over the course of what? about 28 hours, something like that.
Ish. It was glorious. It was glorious.
So first one of the three, the big three.
I'm assuming you're going from top to bottom. Okay.
Is Food Chain Magnate. You want to talk about this one?
All I can say is that every time we play this, it grows on me significantly. Like, I'm going to be stunned if this is not pretty high up in my top 100. This one is Splotter? Is that the name of the game thing? Okay. And some people may not like the stark art and stuff, but I think it sells it. It's got that 50s fast food art kind of, I don't know, I like it. I think it's great. And you're going through, and it's this management, literal management though. It's like people management. You've got to manage your people and resources in such a way that you're building up your restaurant empire and advertising to the homes nearby so that you can get them to want the food that you produce. And you want to try to keep an eye on and follow the other competing restaurants, but you might want to try to branch out and do something on your own too, or do it much better than they do. And so there's like this weird balance between, do I keep up with the Joneses, so to speak, or do I go completely off and try to get some super benefits that only I can get? And it's very heavy, and I don't know, it's addictive. Once you get started on it, it's like a big giant puzzle. I love it. I love it.
I don't know if there's an expansion come out for the Food Chain Magnate. She mentioned that did we run out of bits? Well, for birthday or Christmas or whatever, I think it was
your birthday.
I got the Meeple Source.
They're so cute.
All the foods. I don't know if you can see that. It's got pizzas and burgers and all the food.
And yes,
I don't even know what I did with the normal bits that come with it. I think I threw them in. I
think you got rid of them because we were so full. And yes, the only thing that's truly ugly about the game is these are the road tiles. Get the light off of that. Good grief. And they're hideously boring. But the nice thing is you're typically covering them up with all the different like advertisements or new houses or gardens and all this kind of stuff. So you just cover up the ugliness.
No, I love this game. The game at the very start, you decide, everyone kind of secretly votes how long of a game they want, and we all kind of went short. So the game ended relatively fast. It was only a couple hours rather than 4 hours. But it left me wanting to play longer. I think everyone agreed that we...
Yeah, next time we're just going to play longer. That's just how it's going to go.
Well, I guess
we weren't sure how long it was going to run 3-player, too. We've never played it 3-player, and it was new. And if you hate a game like that, I'd feel so bad if we had picked long game. You know, and Tommy was like, oh, this game's horrible or something. I would have felt horrible. So we're like, short game. But yeah, it's amazing because it really does ramp up once you get your abilities and you start getting more corporate leaders. And
we didn't even get to the radio advertising. We didn't get any of the last row of the workers, the super advanced workers. We didn't get any of those.
Yep.
But it was fun. It was a really close game. I think I won. Why did I win by like $2?
It was pretty
Something
insane.
Crazy like that.
It was pretty insane. It was a lot of fun. We were all pretty tight with that game. It was fun.
All right. Next up the list. These two I waffled back and forth between which one I like better.
Pancake?
And worker placement won the day.
I was going to say, I can tell you the clear winner for me was not this one. But anyway.
Not this one?
No. Don't get me wrong. I like Arkwright. I do not love Arkwright.
Yeah, but you're secretly brutal at it.
That's true. Apparently.
So Arkwright, this is Economics 101. If you go to college and do economics, you can pull this out and play this game and learn basically the same thing. It's all about supply and demand, workers getting more expensive, the job force, firing stuff, getting machines to replace workers. It is. You always call it spreadsheet the game. So yeah, this one is
heavy.
It's a heavy game. It took me. We haven't played this one in a while. It's been at least a year, I want to say.
Yeah.
It took me over probably an hour and a half just to read through the rules and relearn it, and then it took me another hour to teach it. So it took 2.5 hours, plus probably a half an hour to set up. So it took 3 hours just to prep to play this game.
Yeah, it was a bit ridiculous.
And then we played for
stupid amount of
8
time.
hours maybe.
Well, yeah, but on top of that, we were eating in between and stuff like that too. So, the look of Arkwright is not one of, oh, that's pretty, let's play this, because it is. I don't know if you can see this very well. I'm gonna bring this up because you guys need to see this. This is the board. Yeah,
That's a player board and the board.
yeah, and if you look at it, it's just rows of things. Yeah, when I first went to play this game, Hunter's like, I'm not sure you're going to enjoy this game. And it took me probably, halfway through the first play of this game before I got what was going on with this game. I mean, it was a bear. But it's got this strangely, again, another addictive element to it where it's like, I have to solve this puzzle. I must make this work efficiently.
But the thing, yeah, the thing about it is, it's a massive teach. But then once you teach it, if you're used to playing heavy games, you just jump in and you start playing.
Yeah, it's odd that way. It really is, and it's well, for me, the trickiest part was trying to figure out how it chains. Like once you adjust a price, what's going to happen to the economy after that? Like, where does it go? And to follow that, and it's not just that as so much as predicting what's going to happen next, because it's going to, like, you're going to affect it too, somewhere. And you only get one shot around to do adjusting and stuff on those prices before you sell it. I mean, you can do it turns in advance, but that last round when it actually produces that particular good, you don't have a lot of reaction time. So, that's the part that got me, is not just getting it, but being a step ahead of it. And there's a lot to that. But if you like that sort of thing, you will just mind blown. It's pretty cool.
But I love how it says in the playtime it's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's a
If
lot.
everyone's
That is a lot.
If everyone's an experierienced player and just flying through their turns,
perhaps
you might get it done in 2.5 hours.
Maybe if I wasn't playing. I'm just kidding. If you don't care about your turn and you don't try to actually math it out, sure, you could do it.
This is Twilight Imperium, the economic game.
Ooh, and now if you say it like that, that's
there you go, Arkwright. That's and last but not least,
like
and again, these last three are all 9s. This one, brand
man.
new game. Oh, I love this game.
Holy good goodness.
This game is really, really good. I am sad I waited so long to get it.
Yeah, honestly, this was the pleasant surprise of November.
Yeah, it's got worker placement.
Wow.
It's got auction and bidding. It's got hidden objectives. It's got love this game.
The art's beautiful too. The board's beautiful. It's colorful. And I think we talked about it on a previous show when you first got it. That the person that Hunter bought this from had tricked it out, and they did a fantastic job. See, I mean, look at this. This is just these are so pretty. The player boards, the art on it's stunning, gorgeous, love it. And then these guys, oh my goodness. Okay.
He made
He made an insert for this game too, which alone is just magnificent. But then instead of using the ever boring disc, we have ninjas, people. Look at this guy. Here, I'll put him in a backdrop so
you have to
see
get
him.
closer than that.
Check him out. He's adorable. You see that? You cannot get much cuter than these. And they're different. Some of them have, like, see this little guy? This little guy, he's gonna throw up his little hook on the roof, climb over the roof. I mean, it's just amazing. So these are, of course, that sold it for me. I'm like, I have a toy. So yeah, this is awesome. Yes, so, Tommy's griping about the event deck though.
So yeah, it does have a very punitive event deck.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily dislike that. I like games with event deck. Orleans has events. I love Orleans.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings on it. I mean, if knowing now what they have, I think it's easier to prepare for them, right? The first time you're playing through, they kind of smack you in the face. Not gonna lie, but it's the board's huge, as you can see, like, but gorgeous. This one is another one that's really smooth to play.
I just love this game.
It's intuitive.
I finally feel like we have an epic worker placement game, like a really meaty, big worker placement game.
Mm-hmm. Wow, did he print this or did you?
He did.
Wow, he's even got like a quick cheat sheet he made. Man, have him trick out more games. And
so this one's heavy. It's a bit long.
Don't care.
But it has all the great things in worker placement.
Yeah.
I mean, it has the turn angst where you're like, don't go there, please don't go there, please don't go there. Oh, you went there.
That was
love
great.
it.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I waited so long to play this because I heard it doesn't play well 2-player. We did play it 3-player, so I don't know if it plays well 2-player yet.
I don't even care. It's gonna be amazing.
But
It's gonna be amazing.
Gosh, this game's so good. Love it.
And it was surprisingly tight.
It was crazy tight.
It was crazy tight on how you're man. You only have
Money
a couple
was
slots.
tight.
Money is insanely tight in this game too. Holy good goodness! You spend a lot of time going.
Well, towards the end we had like too much money, so I think we
Well, it depends
were
on
pretty
how your
inefficient.
engine.
I think our engine was built to produce too much money too long, and we should have switched earlier.
I can't complain. I don't even remember who won.
This
It doesn't
game-
even matter. It was
this-
amazing.
This game is awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
There you go.
It's like rockets up. It's at least a top 20 game for me.
I'm currently working on my top 100 games right now. Like, stopped working.
Literally
on it
in the other room.
Yeah,
She's
like
putting
it's
her
still
list
on the
together.
computer. I was like, children, do not touch this computer. I'll hurt you, kind of thing. Like, I'm working on it, and I guarantee that this is going to be pretty. I would think it's going to have a significant place on that list.
Oh.
I was surprised at how much I
Game
love
is
this game.
so good.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's-
sad. I'm so sad because 4 or 5 years ago, or however long, what year did it come out?
I don't know.
Where did it come out?
2013.
Yeah, so it was 5 years ago. So when this
you.
game first came out, I heard all kinds like 2 players garbage, 2 players crap.
Oh really? Oh.
And I'm like, I kept going, okay, I won't get it. And then I saw the little ninjas. I'm like, okay, I got to get this game. that sold me. That's what threw it over the top.
All it takes is a cute
little
gimmick.
ninjas.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Well, there it is. We've done it. We've gone through the resolution. That's all the new games we played, all the new games we've bought.
Yeah, it's
thanks. Good night.
yeah. Thanks. Good night. Bye. No, hardly. Hardly.
All right.
No, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
So, a couple things, some housekeeping before we move on to other things. I will be at PAX Unplugged. I want to keep plugging that I'm going to be there. PAX Unplugged next week. So, if I'm there, I'm at the Dice Tower booth 2 hours each day. Come by and say hi. Come find me. I'll be going around to all the shopping. I saw the exhibitors list, and
Are you packing an extra
it's
suitcase?
ridiculous. I'm trying. I think I'm going to hold off and not buy anything.
Lies. You were already talking about buying an expansion at PAX just 20 minutes ago.
Did I?
Uh-huh. I have proof on film, people.
So anyway, I'm gonna be doing a mega
Yes, don't
game
encourage
there.
him, Joe.
I'm hoping to jump in on a Castles of Burgundy tournament. I'm hoping to jump in on a Resistance tournament.
Ooh, look at you, sneaky.
It's cool how they're doing it. I mean, it's kind of random-ish how they're doing it, but basically, a bunch of people play a game of Resistance, and all the people that win go into a common pool, and then they play, and then all the winners go into a pool and they play.
That actually sounds like a lot
and
of
you go
fun.
all in the pool until they get down to one game worth of people, and then the winners of that game win the
That
win
actually
the tournament.
sounds really fun. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think they start out with 50 people,
Sweet.
and they're going to go down. They're going to keep narrowing it down until they get to one game.
Conquer. Resist.
So I'm excited about that.
That's wonderful.
They had some other things going on. They had a size tournament, but it was like all day long. They had a TI4 tournament, which I don't even know how you would do a TI4. Maybe it's just a play. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's tons of exhibitors, tons of stuff going on. I'm going up a day early, so Thursday I'm going to be wandering around Philadelphia, just getting in trouble.
Oh dear me.
Gotta go see the Liberty Bell,
Heck yeah, you
Constitutional Hall. I
take
gotta
all
have
the
a
pictures.
true official Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
You better. That's like a crime if you don't. I would think.
So I'm
Yes.
excited. I've never been to Philadelphia. I don't even think I've even been through Philadelphia. So I don't think I went
this
through
could
the
be a
Pittsburgh area when I went up north one time, but I didn't go through Philadelphia.
That'll be cool.
So-
And you got to scope out for a family trip then. So, very cool. Bookie, that's very random, but very cool.
What?
She said that an old schoolmate of hers is on Bill Maher on HBO right now. That's craziness. That's awesome.
So other housekeeping, our 12 Days of Christmas video for the Dice Tower went up today. So go over to the Dice Tower and check that out.
Yes,
We did games great for 2 players.
Yeah, we tried to mix it up. Of course, I feel like it should have been like the 24 or 36 best 2 player. That was so hard to narrow.
Well, I
down,
picked some
like-
light games, some
Yeah,
medium games,
like-
and some heavy games.
Yeah, so we tried to put a big variety in there. So, yep, there you go.
So I think that's it for housekeeping.
Wow, that's easy.
You're making your top 100 list, as we said.
I am
You want to talk about that?
I'm currently making it. I'm using the Pub Meeple's, what do they call that little machine they use? The ranker, or whatever they call it.
Right.
And I'm going through my questions right now. I'm like 89% done.
How many games did you put?
I threw 208 games on there.
So you did less than I did.
Did I?
I did 220 something.
Did you really? I wasn't going too crazy.
Are you gonna miss games again this year?
Oh, probably. Oh, we'll see. But yeah, I'm very curious how it's all gonna come down, because I get the distinct feeling that there's quite a bit of upset going on. My taste has altered just a touch. I like a really weird mix now of really heavy games, really light, fluffy games, and then like this total mashup.
Well, that's what your list was last year. It
is, but
crazy.
It is, but what I feel like I'm gravitating towards are different games. Like, I still have a lot of my favorites that are my old standbys that I still just love, love, love. But there's been some that have kind of encroached upon them that do like very similar things, and I'm like, oh. I mean, I've seen a couple comparisons come up, because what it does on their app is they give you 2 games and you pick your favorite out of that, and you do that again over and over and over and over. And there's been a couple times where I'm stopped and I'm like, I can't decide. How do I decide? You know, it's been rough.
So last year, one of the things you kind of harped on was the fact that gaming experiences, the experience you had playing the game was a big factor. Is that kind of playing out again this year?
I honestly kind of have a feeling it might even affect it more.
Huh, okay.
Because it's at that point, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree. Actually, Neutral, I'm kind of curious about that. I'll touch on that in a second here, your comment, because I kind of have feelings about that too. But there's so many good games out there now, I couldn't just analyze it by the game and say, this is a really good game in this. I feel like we've played so many different games. I don't know how, for me, like, I would have to put experience into it.
Yeah.
Because we have so many good ones. I don't know. I just, it's too difficult for me. It's really hard for me to be completely objective and be like, I look at the mechanics of this game and how this game works and does it actually match the playtime, blah, blah, blah. It's not a scientific thing for me, which is probably bad, but at the same time, I don't know. So there you have it. My very inarticulate answer for how I rank things.
Well, that ranking thing is very convenient, but I think there's a flaw, and I don't know if Neutrals has the same idea as me, but the games it picks to compare could cause a game to drop more than you expect, right?
Yeah, well, and that's, like Neutral says, I don't feel like it. Yeah, there's been a couple that came up, and I'm like, I thought I ranked that game higher, but then the way it compared a couple other games later, I'm like, I kind of got that feeling where I'm like, is it...
Think of it this way. If you have 3 games that you're comparing against each other,
yeah,
you might like this game more than this game.
Yeah.
And this game more than this game, but you don't necessarily like this game. You know, it's what I'm saying. It depends on which games they pick, like, and what order they come up. And once you compare to, if you say this game's better than any game this has been compared to that it's better than, immediately drops below this game.
Yeah. Which is why I take my list, and I'm going to do a better job of it this year than I did last year, but I usually take the list when they're done with it, and then I
check it for reasonableness.
Check it and tweak it, because sometimes, I did catch a couple last year that I was like, the ranking there's no way. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'll be completely honest. I'm not sure. It's tough. Almost to the point, and it'd be so much work. But when I originally made my list, I did it with flashcards. It's a lot of cards to make, though, now. I don't want to do that, but at the same time...
if you're doing that kind of sort, it's going to take forever. I mean, think about how many...
but not much more...
Well, it's 1,000 plus transactions or selections to...
If the cards were already made for me, I could probably fly through it pretty fast, because I used to do that. That's how I memorized vocabulary and stuff like that. It was just like, I did a card thing. So I can fly through cards, but it's just like... I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna make Pub Meeple do the work. The majority of the work.
It's a good idea to do the reasonableness thing because I didn't do that. And going back, I think for my list, I think there's a few things I might have swapped around. But
and I'm hoping I'll catch
I like the surprise of going boom. Here's my list. I go, oh, this okay.
Yeah, it is interesting. It is. It's a tough. For me, this is like nail biting, difficult.
Well, the last
tortures because
20 or 30 choices are your top favorite games. You're like, oh my gosh, how do I compare these two?
Well, not just that, but there's some games that I know for a fact that I adore, but we haven't played them in a long time. And as powerful as the experience is with me, some of that stuff that I know I had a really solid play with, it's faded. So I'm punishing it to a point, probably more than it should be, just because I haven't played it. If I'm like,
punitive.
Yeah. Anyway, there's some things that
So you're saying you're being punitive with your games as well?
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
Punitive.
Oh. It's being actively punishing. Punitive.
Oh my goodness. I'm about to have some technical difficulties. I apologize. I'll leave the sound on for your amusement. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's really tough. So I know that I'm punishing things. I'm like, I'm not as familiar with that. There's been a couple times I'm like, okay, I wanted to go back because it had been so long since I played. I was like, there was something nitpicky about this. I liked. I actually would pull out the game and I'd look at it for a minute earlier today and compare it to the games that I were comparing because they were so similar. And then I'd get something that was like Twilight Imperium 4 versus Star Realms. And I'm like, what? It's just, you get the lightest game on my list and the heaviest game or something, and you try to...
You don't even
No, some of those are easy. No, I'm just saying. I'm picking two. I'm picking two that are so completely different that comparing them...
Well, you brought up a good point. Since we're doing this resolution thing and we're trying to play our entire collection,
yeah,
I think our lists next year are going to be so much more accurate than the lists.
Because we actually have played all of the games, yeah.
Right. I think our list is going to be so much better than it was this year. I'm not saying our lists are bad this year, but I think playing all our games refreshes. Like Castles of Burgundy, we played that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that game. But I was kind of pushing it down the list because we hadn't played it in a long time.
Yeah,
I didn't push it that far down the list, but it definitely went down the list.
That is one thing that's difficult about if you have a large board game collection. Ranking that, I think, is much more difficult. I mean, it's a good problem to have, I suppose. But at the same time, I mean, some of your good solid games are probably going to suffer a little bit just because you haven't gotten to them. So it's something to think about. And if you have a smaller collection, honestly, I think you're in better shape that way. It's much more easy. It's much easier for you to go through and say, hey, you know what? These are my top games, and this is why. Because then hopefully you've got, you're fine-tuned your collection. So something to think about. It's kind of interesting. Again, it's an interesting problem to have, but at the same time, I'm like, I like to replay games. So when we cycle through and get these new ones, it's torturous to me to go back and go, I love this old game, but we haven't played it in so long. So
that's what I love about our chat. Tommy, I think, if someone else said something at the same time, and they said, Gene, show me a Coke.
Oh, no.
They've been having a beverage discussion for the last 10 minutes on our chat.
and Joe, I'm on your side. I grew up where everything was pop.
Oh, gosh.
I've gotten so much grief from somebody that I don't say it much anymore because it's like, pop, what's that? And I'm like, well, everything's not a Coke. Everything is not a Coke.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, my gosh. First time, I was so confused. First restaurant in Texas we went to, and they're like, you want a Coke? And I'm like, no, I don't want a Coke. Oh, do you want some tea? And I'm like, no, I just want a root beer or something. And they're like, oh, so you want a Coke? And I'm like, what is going on in this country? Yeah, it's just
no, it's not how it goes.
No, it's not, but it's basically what happened. They call everything Coke. They don't.
You're at a restaurant and say, can I have a Coke? And they say, well, what do you want?
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. There's other things besides Coke, people. But everybody calls everything Coke down here. It's so weird.
Oh,
Dr. Pepper is Coke.
Yes. They're all beverages.
Yep.
I say beverage. I like a tasty beverage.
You just do that to be obnoxious. Yeah, so there you go.
So, where we're leading in from all that is that Tuesday is the live introduction to Rebecca's top 100 games of all time.
Woo!
Live. And then after that,
Oh, yeah, live. I forgot about
After
that.
that, they'll be pre-recorded. We'll hopefully do 2 a week just like we did last time and crank them out pretty quickly. And then at some point, probably 5 weeks later, or 5.5 weeks or so later, towards the first part of the year, probably right around New Year's or shortly thereafter, we'll do our live combined mega definitive top 100 games of all time.
Which will only be sort of accurate because, you know, my list is best.
What?
That was the best.
Excuse me?
A deaf one says what?
Excuse me?
Soda pop. I dig it, Buki.
No, not
I used to say
soda
soda
pop.
pop to do that too.
Why is it called pop?
Soda pop. It comes from soda pop. They just say pop.
Where did pop come from? Where does the soda...
Soda pop. It's fizzy and bubbles and they pop. Dude, where are you from?
But isn't soda... That's like saying... It's like repetitive.
You're repetitive.
Soda...
Coke. Everything's on a Coke. That's a brand name. That's brand specific. That's soda racism.
Oh my gosh! Now their chat's bled over to us. Now we're arguing about it.
Good job, guys. Good job, Sody Pop.
Sody Pop.
You guys are ridiculous. I love it. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's interesting that there's several words like that. How the other one's peanuts. Pecan.
Oh, pecans?
Pecan,
A lot of
pecan.
People say pecans around here, too. It cracks me up.
Pecan.
Oh, my goodness. Pecan.
Pecan.
Oh, oh my gosh. The English language is such a treasure.
I was looking to see if there's something that we could play real quick to finish off the evening.
Say what?
Looking for a little
what?
A little quick game.
A quick game?
A little quick
game? Ooh, how about some trivia? Let's do some trivia.
Trivia?
Throw some trivia or something. Yeah.
How do you trivia?
Why not?
It's not playing a game.
It is if it's... Oh, I left Box of Rocks at school. Darn it.
Oh, well.
But you're no fun.
I think we're just going to wrap her up. How long have we gone?
All right. Next week we got to play a game. Just saying.
Next week is your top 100.
Pop is from opening the bottle. See, that works too. I'm totally cool with that.
See how long have we been going
Stinking Google.
My nose is itchy. I got itchy nose.
Is it?
I got itchy nose.
Crazy.
Oh, we've gone 53 minutes. That's pretty close to an hour.
Yep.
All right, you guys got any last minute questions, or we're going to get it out of here?
Well, I see grocery bag or grocery sack and hoagie or sub sandwich or hero or gyro.
We call them subs.
But they're just subs down here in Texas, right?
And we always call them bags. We don't call them sacks. We used to call them sacks. We used to call them sacks back when they were sacks, but now they're bags.
Yeah. It's a paper sack, plastic bag. It's kind of how they do it around here. It's kind of weird.
That's the advertisement going.
I know. You have an ad? What's with the ads? Why do we have so many
I
ads?
keep resetting. It's not showing how long we've gone.
Oh, that's obnoxious. Okay. Stupid ads. Symptom. Jeez.
Itchy nose. No, the itchy nose is from all the dust.
That's true. That's the bad. We need to dust desperately.
Every time we take games off, every time we take games, all these games we haven't played in a while, got a nice little layer of dust around them. So when we mess with them, that gets the dust in the air. Pop is my father.
That's like that Dr. Seuss book, Hop on Pop. Remember the little Dr. Seuss book? That's what I think of when I hear pop like that. It's hilarious. Don't give me that face. Weirdo. Soda. Oh my goodness. Javi. Man, you guys just crazy.
All right. I guess we're going to end it. It's just a hair early. We almost went an hour. Everybody's talking about pop. Fixin' to.
Yep. Oh, fixin' to. That is so Texan.
I'm fixing to go do this.
Oh my goodness. That's Texan. Yeah, side note, when we teach grammar and stuff, we talk about you singular and you plural in Latin, and so we speak in High Texan, so we have you and y'all. Well, that's regular Texan. High Texan would be y'all and all y'all. But I told them all y'all.
All y'all, yeah.
Yeah, it's y'all and all y'all.
Uh-huh.
But that's High Texan, so we do regular Texan where it's just you and y'all to keep it straight.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation about yous. It was really exciting.
We're talking about things people say. One of my pet peeves is look it.
Look it.
I hate look it.
You do?
It just.
But it's one of those. It's.
I don't. I hold myself back from saying anything. But for whatever reason, like when I say punitive, I get that same feeling when people say "look it."
I sometimes say it inadvertently just because I'm speaking
short
so quickly.
For look at it.
Look at it. Yeah, look at it. And if I say look at it, sometimes I'll say look it on accident. But that's a yep. Oh man. So there you have it. There you go. You guys are very, very random. It's greatness. Oh, ain't. Oh.
I used to say ain't a lot when I was younger. I've kind of almost broke myself of it at this point. I don't say it very often.
Yeah.
I used to say it all the time when I was a kid.
I only say it to be obnoxious and when I'm teaching grammar. That's about it. So, yeah.
On accident? I say on accident. I did it. I
on accident.
I waffle.
You waffle?
I waffle between saying both of those.
On accident, by accident, accidentally.
I usually say accidentally is usually what I say. All right, we went from soda pop to grammar.
This is the
we gotta get back to board games.
Ever. Why? This is greatness.
Get back to board games.
You ain't gonna get back to board games anytime soon. The chat is
all right.
derailed.
So all of the people from the U.S. and all those people that aren't in the U.S. that celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time off. I hope you got some time off of work. I hope you're not working in retail. If you are,
oh bless you.
So sorry. I will not be shopping on Thanksgiving. I will not be shopping the evening of Thanksgiving, and I will not be shopping retail-wise anyway during the Thanksgiving holiday. So I feel bad contributing to
people having to work those crazy hours. Yes, and we're grateful for you guys, of course.
So happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you guys. Well, Rebecca will see you guys, and I will be here for along for the ride. Next Tuesday, it's all about Rebecca!
Woo! Start the top 100! You guys get a gold star for being awesome. We love you. We'll see you soon, peoples.
What are you doing? You acting all serious?
Totally.
All right. Bye!